Hey guys, welcome to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. Last time, we made our way through most of the Geno Dome. There is one thing that I wanted to show off that I never really got the chance to do because for some reason, despite the fact that I tried it for probably about 10 minutes, it just wasn't working. And I did it a few minutes ago on a different day and, well, now it's working. The whole idea here is you just need to do this really quickly. And I didn't even get it. Okay, let's go. You want to cut corners and you want to not get stuck on anything. You want to slide up there. I stalled slightly. There we go. So yes, it is indeed doable and you can get it without changing the polarity or the direction of the thing here. While I'm doing this, I might as well show something else off here real quick. Let's bring you down here. Have you not get stuck. This is something I wasn't aware of until only recently. I was rewatching a bit of, I haven't done that yet, but whatever. I was rewatching part of the GDQ run, and this guy can actually clip through here, and so you don't have to take him all the way around if you don't want to. So, you know, something else that's new-ish that I wasn't aware of. There's lots of little things you can learn about this game even after the fact. One of the things I love about speedrunning events is you always learn so many... Hey, you disappeared. You learn so many things that you didn't actually know about games that you already knew a lot about, you know, years ago. You know, you just learn little bits of new information here and there. I just want to see if that guy shows up after the battle, or if you actually have to complete all the fights ahead of time. Because I just loaded up an earlier save file to check this. Just because I remember that being kind of a pain last time. And he does completely disappear. I'd have to go collect him again. Anyway, that's fine. Let's load up what we were actually supposed to do. I didn't even set my timer. I didn't do any of the things I was supposed to do before starting to record. I didn't even put my phone on mute. Okay, we're back, and I just wanted to go and double check my setup all real quickly. Make sure to heal up from this point. If you'll remember, like I said, we made it through most of the Geno Dome in the previous episode. And, well, we want to have Robo set up upcoming here. Specifically him. You can set up your other characters as well. Good items on Robo, always a dash ring. The other item that works real well on him is the Rage Band if you want to have counterattack with him. Anything that protects him, you know, higher magic defense, such as the Moon Armor, is a good choice. And, yeah, let's go this way. It's an odd change in music. Atropos. It's been a while. Stop pretending now and join us. Oh. Unlike the other R series, Prometheus had a special task: to live with humans, study them as a species. I'm not hearing a denial. Now step back, get rid of these humans, and go see Mother. He's turned his back on us. After all this time. I love how it's the same sound effect as at the fair. It kind of spoils the moment a bit, you know. Robo, basically, you know, there's kind of admittance here that his original design was to get along and study humans, but, well, he seems to have made a different choice. But I like how the sound effect is the same one that we hear at the fair when we're doing the dumb little minigame. Won't allow you to hurt them. They have tampered with you. Now, I talked about this before, where I had posed the idea that Luca may or may not have made a little bit of a modification to prevent Robo from harming humans. Again, that is being brought up by the game as well. You've changed. Ooh, I saw a sparkle. You let it sit down here for a moment? Yeah, there's a sparkle up there behind the laser protection beam things. Mother remade me to eliminate humans more efficiently. Step back. My name is Robo. Prometheus. Yeah, there's not enough characters to have it say, you know, my name is Prometheus. Your name is Prometheus. You can just do that back and forth. That's the one thing, like, I don't like changing like names generally in video games. I just like leaving them at the default. I rarely change the names. Usually when I was a kid more than anything else. But for like stupid little things like that, I don't mind changing them. Just, you know, especially with a game I've played so many times. But yeah, this will be a one-on-one battle. Robo versus his pink doppelganger. Now, as I said, it's a bit of a doppelganger. Most of the things we can do in this fight, well, she can do too. Certain ones she does will do more damage than others. So I'm going to show off a few of our different techs here just to see which one's the most efficient. As you might expect, she can also heal herself. I believe Uzi Punch is usually our best form of attack, but there's always a few to check. You notice here she's using the techs in the same order that we learned our own techs with Robo. Meaning, yeah, she's working on Robo Tackle now. Now, Robo Tackle looks like it does a crap ton of damage. You may notice that the amount of HP I had a moment ago and the amount of HP that it did were about the same. Yeah, it just cuts your HP in half. We'll throw a shock here as well. Pretty much your best bet is to just continue to use Uzi Punch over and over and over again. It's your most efficient use of MP to get good damage. She's got her own Uzi Punch, which really isn't that much to deal with. Ours puts hers to shame by quite a bit. Yeah, the only kind of strange choice that we get in this fight is dealing with the fact that Robo Tackle, when she uses it, does 50% of our current HP, and it seems like it's doing a huge amount of damage because it doesn't announce that it's doing any more. Oh, it's gonna leave me one MP shy. Oh well. Eh well, no biggie. Oh no, I was thinking it was 17, not 12. My bad. Still leaves me one shy, but if you take this fight, if this fight goes long enough, there is a script and the fight will just end. It's faster to take her out, but you're talking as if we're meeting again for the first time, even though we just had that conversation 5 minutes ago. I'm damaged. What happened? My memory bank. Mother must have done something nasty. She reprogrammed. Partial memory restored. If you do not have Luca here, I believe everything runs the same way, but if Luca's here and her relationship with Robo, she does indeed try and fix Atropos. I'll patch you up. It isn't possible. Vital functions are... This is for you. And plug it into your circuits. Please take care of it. Goodbye, Prometheus. Atropos Ribbon ups Robo's speed by 3 and magical defense by 10. A permanent stat boost. and it's why we don't need to worry about getting Robo's speed above 13, because he's going to have a dash ring most of the time anyway. And, well, there's one other reason for that. We'll get into that later. I love this music, so this is unfortunate, but there's a spot right about here. Where is it? Come on. You can't get through there. Where is it? Please? There we go. A Mega Elixir. I almost don't want to pick this one up. Not that I hate this music, it's just I didn't really want to interrupt the sad music either. Listen well, humans. Lavos children will one day have to leave to seek new planets and prey. This world could sustain them if humans were not around. We robots will create a new order, a nation of steel and pure logic. True paradise. Our species will replace you. Stop your foolish struggle. Succumb to the sleep of eternity. Well, the voice we've been hearing, based on that, is probably also some form of machine. What? Help them. Now, the problem with this scene, like, this is an extremely dark scene. Gotta stop this machine, yeah. We'll have to destroy the central computer first. Now, what we saw there, we'll zone in one more time just to see it again. We saw a similar creature look like that in one of the other domes. Become a tab of some sort. Well, that was the sprite used for a dead or very injured, very malnourished person. The problem that makes it not stand out and be as impactful as it should be is the fact that it doesn't look like a person. It looks like a bag of something. Like, I know what's supposed to be the hair and what's supposed, you know, it's supposed to be someone curled up kind of in the fetal position with, you know, their arms around their legs, but it's hard to kind of see it that way. Now, I'm not going to go into spoilers for another game, but you can draw comparisons between this room and a certain room in Xenogears. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but you can draw comparisons, and if you're familiar with both games, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just at a Nintendo level, this is about as graphic as you can get. Alright, basic laser guards. Laser spin takes them out just as it always has. You don't need to worry about these guys at all. One funny thing that if you play this on the SNES emulator, it glitches up the piezo dolls, and how close am I to learning Magus's final tech here? A long way off. Okay. Okay, there's more of these guys. But yeah, the piezo dolls would be a different color. Their color palette got all screwed up in the emulation somehow. I'm not exactly sure why, but a few things got glitched up in SNES. It just wasn't a very accurate emulator. But now that we have SNES 9X, of course we had it for a long time, I just never used it for various reasons. But now that it does all the things I want it to do, I have no reason not to use it. Yeah, they get glitched up in this emulator too. I'm not sure why. It got glitched up in the other emulator, and I believe it stayed that way even after. But in this one, they get They get fixed after you place them there for some reason. Anyway, yeah, this here, I didn't know how to do this until, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years ago, trying to jump up here, because there's no indication that you can jump up here and hit that switch. I just never got anything that was up here for years and years and years. All right. Shelter. And double check equipment. Speed, speed, counter. Sure, why not? Let us go up here. Again. This music doesn't really fit this area. Hello, Rainbow. You did well to come this far. I am the mother brain of the RY series factory. I'm looking around. I'm serious. Where's Ridley? Now, I actually, for the first time, I actually finished Super Metroid for the first time just last weekend. It's interesting to say the least. I suck at that game. I never played it as a kid. And I never knew the reference Mother Brain in that game or in the Metroid series in general, because I just never played a Metroid game before. It just wasn't something that I ever saw growing up as a kid. Kind of wish I did, because I wish I was better at the game. But yeah, I finished that, and now I can actually understand what everyone's talking about when they say, oh, it's something to do with Metroid every time I get here in watching someone else play through Chrono Trigger. But anyway, let's get back on track. Come, Prometheus, you must once again join us. Reset your circuitry and erase your memories. Then we'll dispose of these filthy humans. Cannot afford to lose anything else. Not my precious memories, nor my irreplaceable friends. You would betray me? Stay with these humans? You would turn against the family of robots. Humans have taught me much. Chrono, Marley, Luca, Frog, and Ayla. Unfortunately, Magus, you're chopped liver. I'm assuming this has everything to do with the fact that having dynamic text that would change based on whether Magus was in the party or not would have been difficult, and if they had included Magus in there, obviously that would have been a spoiler to those who decided not to pick up Magus over the course of the game, so I can understand why they've done this. I will not betray my friends. Mrs. Rich, don't make me laugh. You have emotions? I'll show you just how human you've become. Alright, we have Mother Brain and Display. There are two ways of going about this fight. The first of which, let's show off... Actually, does Dark Hole? I think Dark Hole works on, or Black Hole works on these guys. The displays, if left alive, will continue to heal Mother Brain throughout the course of the fight. Yeah, so that blocked off one of those displays there. Now it can't heal anymore. Now, as I said, there are two ways of going about this. One is to nuke the displays and fight Mother Brain as you would fight any other boss. You get rid of henchmen first, and then you fight to see what exactly you can take down. However, with the number of bosses that we've seen so far, and with this boss as well, making smart actions left without display will change the AI of the boss. And in this case, she will start pummeling us with a number of different attacks that are supposed to make things more difficult. And specifically this one that hits everybody. And it gets more powerful over time. And I believe that was some form of status attack. Now, you can do the fight this way, and I'll show the course of this fight here. Let's do a double bomb here. But yeah, as you can see, the damage has continued to go up the more times she's used that attack. It makes the fight definitely not on the easy side. That sucked. How'd that do no damage? That did no damage either. Oh, well, there's that, I guess. There's the other option to this fight as well. And it was only after resetting that I realized that I went back and used the shelter, but did not save. So, intelligence! Yay for intelligence! The other way of taking down this boss fight is the way of reducing the displays from healing over and over and over again, but not triggering her pissed off boss mode and her uber attacks, is once again to make good use of Hypno Wave there, and we can do a good amount of damage with that. And we'll go for Dark Bomb here. We can target the one in the back there. As long as you leave one of them alive, you're fine. It won't change her AI as far as I remember. So we'll do the Mega Bomb there, Uzi Punch, Dark Bomb. Her attack pattern without, going into, pissy boss mode or whatever you want to call it, is that, well, she's not all that difficult to deal with. Usually you have to fight her in, her more powerful form, because otherwise the displays will continue to heal her over and over and over again, and you won't be able to keep up with it. But if you just put them to sleep, you're good to go. They are all susceptible to sleep. The only reason it just happened to miss the one in the middle. The two on the side are the more important, because with the other one you can hit it with Dark Bomb and kill it in one shot anyway. As long as one of them's left alive, you're fine. And for completing this side quest, we got the Terra Arm and the Crisis Arm. This side quest is probably the most useful side quest, I think, in all, as far as the equipment we get. It's between this one and one other one. And that one's actually a combination of two, now that I think about it. But yeah, this one is really, really important, just because the rewards are so well worth it. It gives you access to the gauntlet at the start, which is the best grinding spot in the game if you want to level up. It gives you access to a permanent speed boost to Robo, which is fantastic for our slowest character. And finally, it gives us his 2 ultimate weapons. Yes, 2 ultimate weapons. And the reason for that is, well, physically, the Terra Arm that we just got is, as far as attack power goes, his ultimate weapon. The Crisis Arm has a terrible item description that made me avoid using it for years and years and years, until I finally realized what it did. As you can see by its base power, it's the weakest weapon that he gets in the game. It's even weaker than the Tin Arm that he starts out with. However, attack changes below 10 HP. Basically what this means is the amount of damage he does is comparable to his ones digit of his HP. If his ones digit is 0, his attack power is nothing. If his ones digit is 9, his attack power is broken. It's basically just broken. We're going to leave the Terra Arm on for now. Once we get his HP to, so that his maximum HP ends on, say, like a 7 or 8 or a 9, then we'll give him the Crisis Arm and we'll show off how broken it can be. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, I'm going to go around and do a couple of other things that I have neglected to do, things that I've missed, and we're going to start the one of the other side quests that was available in this time area. Or, well, time area is a terrible explanation of that in this time period. But anyway, that's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.